We all know how crazy it can get on NBA 2K23 when it comes to dunking. Like, it really can get crazy, especially if you play somebody that know how to use the dunk meter. You are not going to be able to stop that man. Like, it is going to be very hard for you to do. So today I'm giving y'all some tips and tricks to end up making y'all some better finishers on NBA 2K23. I know a lot of people, they end up holding square sometimes still, but I'm going to end up showing you some of the right stick animations that you can do to end up activating your limitless takeoff animations. But as of end up playing on NBA 2K23, y'all want to make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video, subscribe, put on notifications if you haven't yet. But as of playing on NBA 2K23, I can definitely say, if you can get past your defender, you're going to score most of the time. Literally, most of the time, you're going to score. Like, literally 8 out of 10 times, you're going to get a dunk off, especially if you're someone that's going to be using quick drop dunks, because those dunks, they're very hard to block. And it's very, I could say 9 out of 10, you're not going to get blocked on a quick drop. But as with the badges, limitless takeoff is your #1 badge that you want to end up reaching based on if it's a tier 2 or tier 3. I will put this on the highest. If you can get it on Hall of Fame, put it on Hall of Fame. You put it on gold, put it on gold. But as a posterizer, this is one of those badges that you really don't need. You can get contact dunks consistently, but if you're someone that's going to try to get contact dunks with the right stick without a dunk meter, this is going to help you a little bit more. But if you're someone that's going to end up using a dunk meter and you're going to do it very consistently, it's no point in using posterizer because you're manually putting yourself in a contact dunk and you just got to time it. But as a Slithery finisher, Slithery, I can say you can put it on bronze and it's nothing really crazy. Bronze is cool. You don't really need nothing really past bronze. If you want to put any badge points, I would say limitless takeoff on anything, and then you can mess with like a bronze Slithery. But it's badges out there that's way better than Slithery just because how this game works this year. So as of me actually slashing on this build or any type of build, when it comes to actually catching oops, a lot of you guys, y'all might not know, when you end up tapping square, it's a special threshold that you want to hit. You want to try to aim for that white line, and you still have enough space that if you make a mistake in that green. But look, as a pro touch, a lot of people sleep on this. This badge is very broken. If you got layup timing on, you can really go crazy, because if you can time this actually right with your layups and you got pro touch on Hall of Fame or gold, I say silver, you're going to make almost every layup after that because the boost is insane. But as a fearless finisher is a great badge to have. I would say anything around silver is cool. Silver is the one, maybe around the best one to end up using. But as an acrobat is crazy this year. You can put it on bronze, you put it on silver, literally out of doing any other layups. Like, so if I get in a dunk animation, I want to switch it up. If I know I'm about to get contact, the layup will still go in. Like, it's actually insane how big the boost is when it comes to this. If you use an acrobat on at least bronze, silver, I would say with that, it's like 3 to 4 badge points based on where you have it in tier 1 or tier 2. It is actually one of those badges that you want to keep your eye out, especially if you're someone that even rarely do it. I would say bronze, because most of the time I usually don't do it, but I know if I'm getting in a horrible animation or I get a bump layup animation and I end up tapping square or flicking my right sticks and end up canceling the animation, it usually go in. But as of this badge right here, hands down maybe one of the best finishing badges in the game, Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame gold. If you can get this badge and you put it on, because anytime you go into a dunk animation, you get knocked out the animation to do a layup, it's mostly going to go in. Like, especially if you got a high layup, it's going to go in almost every time. But as of this badge right here is Area Wizard. This is when catching lobs, doing putback dunks and stuff like that. As if somebody is going to be catching lobs trying to get contact alley-oops, you can get contact alley-oops without having this on. So I would say put it on bronze or silver at the most. But if you're someone that got like a 84 driving dunk, you got pro contact or alley-oops, something like that, I would say at least put it on like silver. And I would definitely say the same thing for if you got a 93 driving dunk, silver at the most, because it just helps you get a successful rate of end up getting alley-oops consistently. But as of dunk packages, we have the quick drops off one of the best dunk packages you can put on. If you can unlock quick drops off one, put it on. All you have to have is an 80 driving dunk and a 60 vertical. And that's the same thing with these straight arm tomahawks. This is one of the best combinations you can end up having on 2K. Straight arm tomahawks and then with the quick drops off one. If you really think about it, 80 driving dunks are actually crazy this year, because you get those 2 packages and they're maybe one of the best 2 dunk packages in the game. Like, these are one of the most 2 go-to dunk packages that you can get. So as of other dunks, you can end up doing the cockback tomahawks or the uber athletic off one. But I know uber athletic, you need like a 90 driving dunk. If you don't got a 90 driving dunk, it's cool. It's nothing that you're really missing out with not having this package. But as of the cockback tomahawks, this is one of those packages that I can say it's a good package, but you can get blocked. especially if you're on a smaller player, you definitely can get blocked. Like, it's a few times I was on my 6'1" and on my 6'3", and I did a cockback actual tomahawk dunk, and it got blocked just because I had enough space between them. It's just that he pulls the ball back too far and you end up getting blocked. But as of windmills and switcheroos are a good dunk package, but as a windmill, it's very hard to get contact consistently when you get the windmill and the switcheroo on. So if you want to end up throwing those on, they are good dunks, but as you're trying to get a contact manually, it's not going to be a good way to end up doing that. But as of the contact dunks, you got pro contacts and elite. If you got small contact dunks, I would say, if you get off one contact dunks, I'm gonna tell you this now. Pro contact dunks off one, you gotta have a 75 vertical. That contact dunk is not really crazy, to be honest. It's way better to have pro contacts off two, because you get better animation. It's very consistent. But if you do have small contact dunks, you'll love small contact dunks. I'm telling you, small contact dunks. You got that 85 vertical and that 85 or 84 driving dunk. Or 86 driving dunk. You're gonna end up dunking very consistently. But all these other dunk packages I'm gonna end up showing you. Michael Jordan, one of the best dunk packages on the game. Like, you literally teleport to the hole. If you can get Michael Jordan dunk package, all it is an 88 driving dunk with a 70 vertical. One of the best dunk packages in the game. LeBron James dunk package is cool. I wouldn't buy this package just because you can mix multiple packages up and end up putting it together. But when it comes to the alley-oops, I would say pro, elite, and Zion. If you can unlock Zion, just do the pro and elite. But if you just want all flashy dunks and you want your dunks to be very quick, just throw elite. But one thing I will say, if you don't put those pro alley-oops on, you will end up getting animations that it won't let you jump to go get the alley-oop. Like, it will cancel you out to get the alley-oop. But as of everything else, like the elite contacts, the alley-oops, I will put all that on, because you never know what type of situation you get put in, because it's a lot of times I got through an animation that I didn't think I was going to get a contact. But look, I'm going to end up showing you some of the actual moves. I'm going to show you what the actual angles are when it comes to trying to get the straight arm tomahawks, the limitless takeoffs, things like that, or even trying to activate the Michael Jordan. I dropped the video showing you guys how to end up dunking on NBA 2K23, but also I showed you how to end up getting contact dunks. As of dunking on this game, y'all already know. If you're not using that right stick, you're not going to mostly get a contact. You can get one with square, but it's very better when you end up using a right stick. As of using the right stick to do your straight arm tomahawks or do your actual flashy dunks, you're going to end up pointing your right stick to the top right or the top left. It's based on where's the ball hand. So if the ball is in my right hand, I can pull my right stick up to the top right and end up holding it, and I will get a straight arm tomahawk almost every time. And that's with me pointing my right stick to the top right around like the 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on the clock. And that's the best way to end up pointing your right stick. You want to point it to the top right if you got the ball in your right hand, but if you got the ball in your left hand, you're going to mostly point it to the top left or your right stick around like the 10 or 11 o'clock range to end up getting these consistent limitless takeoff animations. But look, I know a lot of you guys are asking, okay, when it comes to getting contacts, as of getting a manual contact every single time using the dunk meter, all you're gonna do is flick your right stick up and pull it down and hold it until you time it. That's a very simple way to do it. The timing does change when you end up trying to go for contact dunks. It's only because based on the animation you are given. If you get a 360, it might be fast, it might be slow. If you end up getting a fast dunk and you end up teleporting the 3-point line or the free throw, you might end up getting a fast animation. Or if you end up getting a slow motion animation, your dunk meter is going to be very slow and it's going to build up very slow. But look, if this video helped y'all boys how to get contact dunks, the best animations to use, plus the best actual finishing badges to use on NBA 2K23 and save your badge points. But hey man, if you want to see the full actual tutorial to end up getting contact dunks and learn all the features and all the functions to get contacts, click the video right here.